Hi everyone! Welcome to my channel Fluent English 10. Today, we have a special story for you. But this is not just a story, it's also a way to help you practice your English. The goal of this video is to help you improve your listening skills. You will hear me speak slowly and clearly using simple English. This will help you understand each sentence and learn how words are used in real situations. If you want to practice speaking, you can also try something called shadowing. That means you listen to my voice and repeat after me. You can pause the video after each sentence and then say the sentence out loud. This will help you improve your pronunciation, rhythm, and confidence when speaking English. I will show all the text on the screen so you can read and listen at the same time. Today's story is about a girl at the university. But what did she do? And what happened when her teacher found out? Let's find out together. Now, are you ready? Let's begin. My name is Elena. I study at a university. I take English, history, and technology. Today, I have a big problem. I have a homework due tomorrow. It's for my writing class. We need to write a report. It must be 1,000 words. I don't know what to write. I have no ideas. I feel so lost. I sit in front of my laptop. I look at the screen. Nothing comes. My mind is empty. The clock says it is 10 p.m. I still have no report. I think about asking my friend for help, but she is busy. I open my phone. I scroll through my apps, and then I see it, ChatGPT. I click on it. I type, write a report about technology in education. 1,000 words. Make it sound smart. And then it writes everything in seconds. I read it. It's perfect. It sounds so intelligent. It even uses words I don't know. I copy and paste it into my document. I change the name. I add the date. Done. I feel like a genius. I close my laptop. I say, I'm ready for tomorrow. But then I stop. I ask myself, is this cheating? I shake my head mentally. No, it's just a tool, like a calculator, like spell check. Everyone uses it now, even teachers. I go to sleep, happy. The next day, I go to class. I give my paper to the professor. He says, "Thank you, Elena." I smile. But then he picks it up. He reads the first paragraph. He stops. He looks at me. His eyes are wide. He asks, "Did you write this?" My heart starts to race. What do I say? Is he going to fail me? Does he know I used AI? Why is he looking at me like that? He says, "Let's talk after class." I nod quietly. I feel cold inside. What is going to happen now? The class ends. The students leave. I stay in my seat. The professor looks at his papers. He doesn't say anything. I wait. I feel the pressure. I try to stay calm. Then he calls my name. Elena, can I see you for a moment? I say, yes, of course. I walk to his desk. He holds my paper in his hand. He looks at me seriously. He says, "This report is very good, very advanced." I nod. I try to smile. He says, "But it doesn't sound like you." My hands feel cold. He asks, "Did you use any tools to help you?" I stay silent. He asks again, "Did you use AI?" I say slowly, "Yes, I used ChatGPT." He sighs. He doesn't yell. He doesn't get angry. He just says, "Elena, I want to understand. Why did you use it?" I say, "I was stressed. I didn't know what to write. I just wanted to finish on time." He nods. He says, "I understand. Many students feel the same, but this is not the answer." I look down. I feel ashamed. He says, "Do you know what this paper says about you?" I ask, "What?" He says, "It says you don't believe in your own voice. It says you don't trust your own ideas." I don't know what to say. He says, "Elena, you are not in trouble. I won't fail you, but I want you to do something." I look at him. He says, "Write the paper again. This time, write it yourself. I want to hear you." I feel shocked. He is giving me a second chance, but then I think, I don't even know how to start. I say, "What if it's not good?" He smiles slightly. He says, "Then it's real." I leave the classroom with my heart beating fast. Now I have to write it again. What if I fail? What if my words sound simple? What if my mind goes blank again? Should I try? Or should I cheat again? What do I do now? I sit in front of my laptop. Again, the screen is empty. The page is blank. I want to open ChatGPT. I want to ask for help. I want to finish fast, but I stop. I remember what the professor said. It's not about being perfect. It's about being real. So I open a new document. I start to write. The words are not fancy. The grammar is not perfect. I use simple sentences. I make mistakes. I delete things. I start again. I feel frustrated. I want to give up. But then something strange happens. An idea comes. Then another and another. Suddenly, the words feel like mine. I write for 1 hour. Then 2. I stop and read it back. It's not amazing. It's not smart like ChatGPT, but it's honest. I print it. I put my name on it. I go to class the next day. The professor takes my paper. He doesn't say anything. I sit and wait. I don't hear the lesson. My brain is full of questions. What if it's not good? What if he laughs? What if he gives me a bad grade? Then something happens. After class, the professor calls my name. "Elena." I walk over slowly. He holds my paper. He says, "I read this." I say, "Nothing." He says, "This one sounds like you." I freeze. He says, "There are mistakes." "Yes, but I can hear your voice. I can hear your thinking." He puts the paper on the desk. On the top, I see something in red pen. It says, B+I blink. I stare at it. Not an A, but not a fail. Then he says the last thing I expect. He says, also, it made me laugh. I say, really? He says, yes, your example about online school and falling asleep, that was funny. I laugh, a real laugh. I say, that really happened. He smiles. He says, good. That's what writing is. Real life, real mistakes, real stories. And then I understand. This is not just about grades. It's about finding my voice. Learning English is like writing a paper. At the beginning, it feels hard. You don't know where to start. You feel lost. You feel scared. Maybe you want to give up. Sometimes you think about taking a shortcut. You want to use a translator. You want to copy something. You want to sound smart, fast. But the truth is this: real learning takes time. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need big words. You don't need long sentences. You just need to be you. Use the words you know. Speak with your real voice. Make mistakes. Try again. That is how you grow. The girl in the story used AI. It was easy, but it was not hers. When she wrote with her own words, it was harder, but it was true. It was honest. And the teacher saw that. He gave her a better grade, not because it was perfect, but because it was real. So when you practice English, don't worry if you make mistakes. Don't worry if you sound simple. What matters is that you keep trying. You keep speaking. You keep learning. Use your voice, even if it's small. That is the best way to learn a language. Be real. Be brave. Be yourself. Language takeaway. Now, let's look at some useful phrases from Elena's story. These are great for real conversations and perfect for shadowing practice. Repeat them with me and use them in your own English. Hauled. Is this cheating? This means, am I doing something wrong or dishonest? People ask this when they feel unsure about using help or shortcuts. Repeat after me. I used a translator. Is this cheating? He gave me the answers. Is that cheating? Is he going to fail me? This means, will he give me a bad grade? We use it when we worry about what a teacher or boss will do. Repeat after me. I forgot to do the homework. Is he going to fail me? She saw my test. Is she going to fail me? Ho, he doesn't yell. This means he stays calm. He doesn't shout. Use it to show that someone is quiet even when they are upset. Repeat after me. I thought he would be angry, but he doesn't yell. She looks serious, but she never yells. The words are not fancy. This means the words are simple, not difficult or impressive. People say this when something sounds easy and real. Repeat after me. This report is simple. The words are not fancy. You don't need big words. Fancy is not always better. All. Falling asleep. This means going to sleep usually by accident or slowly. It's often used to describe sleeping in class or during something boring. Repeat after me. During the video, I was falling asleep. He was talking, and I was falling asleep. None. Practice time. Repeat after me. Say these out loud with me. Is this cheating? Is he going to fail me? He doesn't yell. The words are not fancy. I was falling asleep. Great job! Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed Elena's story and learned some new phrases. Remember, you can watch this video as many times as you want. Shadowing the story again and again will help you speak with more confidence, better rhythm, and clear pronunciation. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who is also learning English. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. Before we go, remember this. Learning English is not about being perfect. It's about being real, just like Elena's story. Keep trying, keep learning, and most of all, keep using your voice. See you in the next video.